Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really powerful: what it actually takes to achieve greatness. And here's the thing, it's not about luck, it's not about privilege. It all boils down to one single, difficult choice, a discipline that has to start right now.
And this, right here, is the core idea that kicks everything off. It's a pretty stark realization, maybe even a little uncomfortable. No one is coming. Not your friends, not your family, and definitely not your excuses. This journey, it's all on you. So that big wake-up call leads us right into our first section, the awakening. This is all about that huge mental shift, that moment you finally stop waiting for a lifeline and realize you have to be your own rescue. It's about taking 100% ownership.
You know, it's so easy to do this. We look at people who've achieved amazing things, and we just assume they had some secret advantage, right? Some perfect starting line that we just don't have.
But here's the truth. That's just not how it works. The reality is, almost every single one of them started out as a nobody. They didn't have the money, they didn't have the connections, they didn't have the perfect situation. They probably started from a place that looks a whole lot like where you might be right now. So what do you do when you have nothing else? No money, no support, no advantages. Well, there's one asset that changes the entire game. And it's not talent, it's heart. It's that raw, gritty determination. And according to this, heart beats talent every single day of the week. Okay, so you've decided to lean into that heart, that grit. But here's the catch. The moment you do, you're gonna face some serious opposition. And it comes from two directions, from the outside world, and maybe even tougher, from inside your own head. First up, you've got the external battle. People will call you crazy for wanting more than just an average life. Oh yeah, they'll laugh, they will doubt you, and the response to that? Good, because that doubt, that's your cue. That's the exact moment you need to start believing in yourself even harder. Their doubt becomes your fuel. And then there's the internal fight. This is the stuff nobody else sees. Those days you wake up and you're just exhausted before you even start. The days your brain is literally screaming, just give up, and your body is telling you to stop. We've all been there.
But listen, success is not built on the easy days. Anyone can show up when they feel great. Champions are forged on these days. The hard ones, the ones where every part of you wants to quit, but you don't. That's where greatness is really earned.
All of this, the external noise, the internal struggle, it all boils down to one massive choice. And it's not just about choosing to work hard. It's about really, truly understanding the painful cost of choosing to do nothing at all.
So let's reframe this whole thing for a second. The source asks this really sharp question. You think discipline is hard? You think waking up early or putting in the extra hour or staying focused, you think that's tough? Because that feeling is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, compared to the alternative. Try living with regret, that quiet, nagging pain of knowing you could have been more, that you didn't even try. That's real pain. And this is a direct reminder to you. Following the crowd might be easy, but it is not your purpose. You were not put here to be average. You weren't born to be weak. Settling for less isn't just a missed opportunity, it goes against your very nature. Okay, so you get it. You're fired up. But how do you actually do it? How do you take all this awareness and forge it into real action? How do you actually start designing greatness? Well, the first step is just acknowledging what's already there. You're not trying to create something from scratch. See, there's already a fire inside you. It's burning, it's waiting, it is screaming for you to finally rise up and listen to it. So the command is simple, and it's not a suggestion. It is stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or for someone's permission. The steps are direct. Stand up. Get focused, get hungry for it. And yeah, get obsessed with becoming the person you know you can be. And this really brings everything full circle, doesn't it? Greatness is never an accident. It doesn't just happen to people. It is designed, it is built, and it is earned. One painful, disciplined day at a time. So what's it all for? What do all those disciplined days add up to? Well, that brings us to our final section, the legacy. Because every single one of those days is another word on the page of your story. A story you start writing right now.
let's get one thing crystal clear. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes, your failures, where you came from, the world doesn't care about the old you. What it cares about, what really matters, is the person you decide to become starting this very second.
So who are you going to become? You can decide right now to become the person your future self will look back and thank for not giving up. The person whose success your haters and doubters can't ignore. The person your family looks at with absolute pride.
And I want you to really let this sink in. It doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter what's happened before today. Your story is not over. In fact, by making this choice, it's just beginning. This is page 1.
And we're going to leave you with this final thought. But it's not just a nice idea. It's a command. This is your mission. The talking is done. Now it's time to get up and go write a chapter that the world will never, ever forget.